Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Ashley. I am a huge Disney fan. I love going to Disney. I love talking about Disney. I love watching Disney videos. Everything Disney. That's my jam. So if you enjoy this video, please give me a big thumbs up. Really helps me out. Subscribe to my channel. I am going to have lots more Disney content coming in the coming weeks and the coming months. Like I said, I love to talk about Disney. Anyway, so in today's video, I am going to be giving you my top 10 tips that you need to consider when you're planning a Disney vacation. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay guys, so my very first tip for you is to book your trip at least 6 months in advance. So the main reason you want to book your trip 6 months in advance is because of dining reservations. So with dining reservations, you can book those 180 days in advance. And honestly, if you wait any longer than the 180 days, the longer and longer you wait, the less and less options are going to be available for you for dining. If that's not something that's important to you, that's okay. For us, dining is part of the experience. It's very important to us that we get to book good dining reservations, the dining reservations that we want to book. So we will obviously book 180 days in advance. Okay, tip number 2 is going to be very controversial. This is my opinion. This is what I like for my trips, and this is what I would recommend to anybody, is to stay on a Disney resort. There are a lot of pros and cons to staying on a resort, but I will just say, in my opinion, it is 100% worth it to stay on resort. So I will do a completely separate video talking about that specifically, but just know that it's my second tip for you guys to stay on resort. Okay, tip number 3 is to educate yourself on and utilize the Fast Pass system. There are too many people who do not understand how it works. Guys, it is free for you all to use. Research it, try and understand it. It's really not that complicated. But please, for your sake, it is going to change the way you do your trip if you understand how to use the Fast Pass system. So please, please, please do your research. It's amazing. It's free. Awesome. Anyway, moving on. Number 4, pack for comfort, not style. So those people that wear like jeans and flip-flops and I don't know what else, dresses. I mean, to each his own. Y'all can do whatever you want. I'm just saying, I'm gonna wear some very comfortable, very worn-in tennis shoes or sandals, depending on what is the most comfortable to me. I'm gonna wear some yoga pants, some athletic shorts, nice comfortable t-shirts, nice comfortable tank tops. That's not to say that you can't have Disney themed things, because man, they make a lot of cute Disney themed tank tops and t-shirts on Etsy, on Amazon. You can find them pretty much anywhere. Those are comfortable. I would highly recommend dressing for comfort and not style, because you're going to be walking all day. You don't want to chafe. It's going to be hot and sweaty and it's going to rain. There are a lot of factors that are going to make you uncomfortable. So do yourself a favor and pack for comfort. Okay, tip number 5 is to invest in the park hopper. Unfortunately, right now, with the whole pandemic that's going on, they are not allowing people to do the park hopper, but hopefully when this whole thing blows over, you will be able to use the park hopper. We really enjoyed the ability to go from one park in the morning, take a break, and then have another park in the evening. Or if we wanted to go to the same park in one day, we could do that. It's just nice to have your options, and it's really not that much more expensive to do the park hopper option. Okay, tip number 6 is don't skip Disney Springs, or any park for that matter. So Disney Springs has a lot to offer, specifically in the dining category, that you don't want to miss out on. A lot of people don't feel like they have enough time for Disney Springs, but I will tell you, a great day to go to Disney Springs is your first day or your last day. Your first day, if you're a little bit jet lagged, it's kind of weird timing, you don't have enough time to like spend a full day at the theme parks, it's okay. It's a perfect time to go to Disney Springs. There's a lot to offer. It's super fun. They've got really amazing shops and food, like I said. Kind of in there with that, don't skip whole parks. I mean, why you be skipping the parks? Every single park has something different to offer. Every single park has different food options, show options, ride options. There's not a park that I would just skip out on completely. That's crazy. Number 7 is don't forget about resort dining. So all of the resorts have dining options. Your value resorts are pretty much only going to have cafeteria dining, but some of your moderate, and especially your deluxe resorts are going to have really nice restaurants inside. So don't forget about those when you're making your dining reservations. Do your research on the different dining options at each resort. That was one of the best things that I did in my last trip that I hadn't done on previous trips, was dine at different resorts. Like I said, it's mostly in the deluxe resort options, but they have some good food. So do not skip out on the resort dining. Okay, tip number 8. Please take a break at some point during the day. I think it's going to work out best in your favor to take a break around lunchtime, like 12, 1 o'clock-ish. Take an hour, 2 hour, 3 hour break, go to the pool, relax in your room in the air conditioning, take a nap if you need to. The last trip that we took, we rope dropped every single day, and then after like 5 hours, we went back to the resort, kind of just relaxed, took a nap, maybe rinsed off in the shower, whatever you want to do. Sometimes we would take an hour and a half, sometimes we would take 3 hours, whatever it needed to be. And then you kind of get a second wind and you can go back into the same park or a different park if you've got the park hopper option, and you're refreshed, you're ready to go, you've got a new drive. I will say that middle of the day is kind of when the parks have like a little bit of a lull. So I would say between like 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. in my experience, there's a little bit of a lull in the parks because that's generally the hottest part of the day. So if you want to plan your break around that, there's going to be a little bit of a lull there in the middle, between 2 and 4, where you might be able to hop on some rides, that kind of thing. Okay. Tip number 9, try and opt to go for more days as opposed to less days. So if you're planning a trip and you can only get off of work for long enough to go to 4 days, that's totally fine. But if you have the ability to take a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 day vacation where you're staying on resort and going to the parks for 5, 6, 7, 8 days, when you hit like the 5-day mark for park tickets, when you add additional days, it's really not that much more per day to go. And that way your trip is just going to feel much more relaxed. You're not going to be rushing to try and get everything done. It's just going to be a better overall experience for you. Okay, my last tip for planning your vacation to Walt Disney World is to go with people who want to do the same things that you do. We all are looking for something different when we're going to Disney World. Some people just want to ride the rides. Some people just want to go to the shows. Some people just want to go there for the food. Some people have a combination of all of the above. Some people want a very structured trip where every minute of the day is planned. Some people just want to go and be chill and do whatever. So my tip to you is to find a person or a group of people who are going to want the same things out of their trip that you do. That's very important, because if you're going with people who only want to ride rides and all you care about is dining, you're probably going to butt heads on your trip and nobody is going to get out of it what they want. So please be sure and make sure that you have communicated with the people you're going with and you've made sure that it's going to be a good fit for you guys and your vacation, because I don't want you to have a ruined vacation because y'all are fighting the whole time, which, I mean, I've experienced. So it is what it is. Those are my top 10 tips to you. Let me know in the description, not in the description, let me know in the comments down below what your tips are for planning a Disney World vacation. Did I have some of your tips? Did I not have some of your tips? Let me know. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. It really helps me out. Subscribe to my channel if you're interested in more Disney content. Like I said before, I am planning several videos to be posted in the future about Disney World, and I am very excited about it. All right, guys, that's it for today. Thank you and have a great rest of your day. Bye.